welcome back to Vinyl Decal School. Thanks for joining me. This week I thought I would show you how to make this little dude using layered vinyl. So this is what you've got to do if you want different colours or different patterns in your vinyl decal project, unless you have printable vinyl. I don't do a ton of layered projects because I find them quite fiddly to sell. So it's mostly when I'm making things for holidays and gifts that I put that little bit of extra effort in. So if you make them all the time and have any other layering tips, I would love to hear them in the comments after you watch this video. So first you can either make your own design. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video though. Or you can choose an existing one from somewhere like Design Bundles, which is what I'm going to do. So I found this really cute one from Cute Shop on Design Bundles. I'm going to just isolate the one with the pumpkin for this project, but I can also use it later in the year, so that's quite good. Just make sure that when you're looking for a design to do this with, you're finding layered SVG in the description somewhere. Just make sure it is actually layered before you buy it. Also try and get ones that you already have the vinyl colours in stock for, rather than having to buy specific colours just for kind of the little details. So I want to get rid of those two and the wording underneath there. So there are a few ways you can do this. You can either kind of click on one of the coloured layers, so I want to get rid of those other noses and hands there, press contour and just click on all the bits that you want to get rid of. When you come off it, they will have disappeared. If there are any colours that aren't on the design you want to keep, you can just click on those and delete, so I can get rid of the brown and the red from this one. Or you can also do a box and then slice it. So if you go to shapes and create a square around the design you want to keep, so only the design you want to keep, make sure it's unlocked, pull it around the design, and then click on both the box and then the colour you want to get rid of or keep. Once they're both selected, slice, and then that's kind of taking that white slice out of the picture. So get rid of the box, get rid of any grey bits, and get rid of the two white beads or whatever other colours you don't want. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the black section so that you can see. So unlock it, put it around the thing you want to keep, make sure they're both selected, slice, and then get rid of that slice result, that one, and then also the bit you don't want. And then for these little bits, I think it's probably just easiest to contour those. And you don't have to click on them, you can look in that section on the right if that's a bit easier than clicking small pieces. But I missed a couple of bits there, so it's obviously not that much easier to do that. So once you've got rid of everything you don't need, make sure it is layered correctly. So I'm going to bring the darkest section down to the bottom. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring everything up. And then also the beard up as well. Usually have your darkest layer on the bottom, but obviously it depends on the design. So you can either make it from there and it will divide it up into 4 different colours, so you can cut all of those separately. And you can do that, but if you want a little bit of assistance to make sure everything is lined up correctly, this is what I usually do, and a lot of other people do it as well, I know. So I'm going to group all of the design together and just pick a shape. You can do a diamond or a star or a heart. I'm just going to do a diamond. Any shape you want, that's going to be quite easy to line up basically. And then make sure that's within that group. Select all of it. And then I'm just going to duplicate that 4 times. I'm going to duplicate it for the amount of colours, different colours that I need to cut for each layer. So let's do that 4 times. And then you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute, I promise. So then what you need to do is you need to isolate each colour layer. So get rid of everything but the one colour. So in this case it's peach. And then also make sure you turn the shape peach as well, but don't move it like I just did there. Make sure it's still in the same place as it was before, and then attach each one. So with this one, we'll isolate the orange, turn the diamond orange, and then select both of those. Again, don't move the main picture, and attach them. And then just repeat again for both colours. Turn that white, select attach, and then get rid of everything, turn that black, select all and attach. You got your 4 colours and they will cut on individual mats. So you can also put them all on the same mat and use like the snap mat feature, and if you've got a load of scrap bits of vinyl, you can place them in the right place of where they need to cut. But you would just need to remember which colour is which, because once you attach them, they all turn the same colour. So I'm not going to do that because I'm likely to forget which one's which. So I'm going to just cut them all separately, and starting with the white there. I am still using mostly scraps for all of this project. This is my scrap folder, which is bursting at the seams and a bit of a mess. Just using my brayer roller there to make sure everything is stuck on my mat before I load it. And there is the first piece getting cut. It doesn't matter what order you cut these in. So I'm just finishing up the last one here. And then I'm going to weed. So I'm just weeding all of them, making sure I'm getting anything that is in the gaps. And then I just figured out what order to do everything in so that it was kind of layered correctly. I think that's the best way to do it. And then I realised that I had accidentally peeled off the black diamond on this one, which I do not advise. I left that on there so that you would remember to not accidentally peel one off when you're weeding them. But it's fine, I found it in the bin, I stuck it back on, and then it's time to apply using transfer tape. You don't have to get it particularly straight because it's the diamonds that you're lining up. I mean, it probably does help a bit if you've got the gridded tape on straight, but if you don't have gridded tape, it's fine. So just line up the diamonds as close as possible, but I was also making sure that it looked right with the white on top of the black as well. I wasn't just relying on the diamonds. It's just kind of like a good reference point to have as well as your design. And then peel off. Sometimes the tape can be a bit sticky when you're doing layering like this, so you might want to unstick it a bit on your clothes. But basically just do every layer the same. Again, making sure that diamond matches up, but it also matches up with the design as well. And unpeel. Just being really careful to not peel up any of the previous design as you're taking that tape away. And then doing this last little bit. And there you go. And that one's pretty easy. Some layered vinyl projects have a lot more layers than this, but perhaps start with something simple like this. And there you go, just take off the little diamond and you're left with your finished layered vinyl project. So if you want to apply it to something else, just pop the transfer tape back on there again. Make sure it's all stuck down. Don't accidentally leave a layer behind. And then peel the backing off. It might need a bit of rubbing on the back because it's quite thick now. And then there it is, ready to be applied. And I just added it to this blank frame and I'll put it somewhere for Halloween. If you've seen my videos before, you know I'm not really into spooky Halloween. This is kind of the type of Halloween stuff I do. I hope you enjoyed that and you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments what layered vinyl projects you're going to make. And don't forget to like, follow and subscribe for more videos like this in future.